All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Come On, Sis. Come on. This episode will be brought to you by teaching a man energy does not mean building him up. Let me say that again. Teaching a man energy does not mean building him up. What do I even mean by this? Oh, you know what I mean. A lot of times, what you ladies will try to do, well, some of them, I'm definitely going to say some in this regard, because I have a particular audience I'm talking to, but some of you ladies really try to obliviate a point. And by obliviate, I mean stupefy. If you've ever watched Harry Potter, you know what I'm talking about. It dumbfounds the mind. It's supposed to be an impact. It's supposed to get someone to stop thinking, stop talking. But some of you ladies obliviate the point of building a man up. You see a man who needs help. You see a man who needs support. You know that he needs it. He looks like he's lumbering around. He's trying to figure out a way to get something done. But you know, and you've seen it before, he gets things done. It's either just not as efficient or not as quick or up to his skill level that he would like it to be, or as you're observing, that you would like it to be. Of course, this has nothing to do with you, but you make it about you, and that's the problem. You think teaching a man energy, teaching a man how to peg down and square in and to shape up the way that he expresses himself, you think that's building him up. So this is what I mean by obliviate. You blow right over the point of, rather than just giving a person a thing because you know how he will already do it, you completely confound the point. And you go around it. So as to not do anything at all, making the excuse, because that's what it is, it's an excuse. You're building him up. Ladies, you guys teach each other energy all day. But you also don't take care of the ladies that you're teaching energy to. You don't teach them how to individualize their energy. And I understand. You all are girlfriends, right? So it's supposed to be known. It's just supposed to be known. It's not something that's supposed to be questioned. It's just supposed to be known. So when a lady that you're teaching energy to starts questioning the energy itself, you get upset at her, don't you? Right. I know. She might not know. And that's the problem. You treat the woman that you want to teach energy to the very same way that you treat men. From the outside looking in, it looks like the conversation is, well, the man should know. And no man should know. Because that's exactly the way that you treat the woman. Now, whether or not people can see this, ladies, that doesn't excuse you from the fact that you treat women just the same way. The only difference is women tolerate your abuse, because at the end of the day, you guys are girlfriends. You ladies are girlfriends. You're home girls. Ladies, this is what you do. There's another word for this. There's another word for what that is. It's called abuse. Just in case we're all clear, just in case we all know, we're all on the same page, it's called abuse. When you don't allow someone to develop their own particular understanding of how something works universally, but you make sure that they adapt it only to the way that you understand. If you're not a teacher, if you're not a master of the discipline, and you're just giving them something that when they grow up, they'll be able to use on their own in their own way, but you avoid teaching them how to do it their own way, having decided for them that their own is not enough, it's called abuse. Plain and simple. That's what that is. Ladies, girlfriends, you're abusing your girlfriends. But you make it look like this educational moment that you have only applies to the men. And it doesn't. You're not, when you're teaching a man how to do something specific that he and you know very well that he will take on his own and adapt to himself. Well, I lost the point because another point just came into my head. You know that teaching someone how to do something keeps them from being beside you, don't you? You know that. And so you educate people, but you don't educate them so much that they feel like they can stand on their own 2 feet. They must always need you, right? The conversation from the outside looking in makes it look like, oh, without you, the man can never get ahead in life, right? That's the excuse you make for not teaching him anything. But in order to not teach him anything, you gain something in return. He is dependent and reliance on you. You know this, though. I'm not teaching you anything new at this junction. But this episode of Come On, Sis. Come on, sis. You're not teaching a man anything. A man is not depending on you for anything. But that's exactly why you don't educate him on what you know. He'll be able to learn on his own. Come on, sis. You're doing a lot. You're asking for a lot. You're giving very little. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, you actually don't have anything at all. It's not, and I know, it's not important that people don't know that you're afraid of that end result as far as being found out about that you don't have anything. You're not concerned about the fact that people don't realize you don't actually have anything worth giving. That's not what you're worried about. Doesn't matter if people find that out. You know how people react to people who look like they don't have anything. So that's not what you're concerned with. Come on, sis. You're abusing your girlfriends for literally nothing. And I say nothing because when everyone looks at it and they understand what you're doing, they don't react. They don't have any emotional response to it because they intuitively understand. There's nothing there. You wasted their time. But to any of the ladies listening to this, what I want you to do is I want you to really, really internalize this. Internalize the fact that your girlfriends have kept you from learning yourself because they didn't want to be alone. They're never going to tell you that they don't want to be alone. That's why they do what they do. They don't know much, but they won't tell you that either. That's also not really important. But I need you, ladies, girlfriends who are being abused by these kinds of women, I need you to come on, sis. Really internalize what kind of long-term effects are occurring when you hang around these ladies. You might not know what they're doing to you, but you need to know. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You do know. You're just as afraid as they are. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Teaching a man energy, teaching a man how to do a specific thing that he's going to turn into his own is not building him up. Stop making excuses for the way that you want to live. Stop making excuses for why you don't want to do anything for anyone. Stop making excuses for why you want your circle to stay the same. It's not about the men. It's not about building him up. You can't build anything up. And that's what you really understand at the end of the day. You know that. So come on, sis. That's this episode. I'll see you in the next one.